Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's just make sure my mic's working. I think it is. Let's get back into the game before something creeps up on me. Just grabbing a few resources for the Great Dining Hall. Almost there. I just wanted 2 shulkers to start with, though I'll probably end up needing to come back and grab more. How are you all doing today? Yep, and chat mode is on rather than emote mode, so that's good. Beacons are great. They're a fantastic thing. I've got a creeper there as well. Apologies for the diggy dig. I just ran a little short on time. Hi Ali. How are you doing today? Hello Mr. Spider. Yeah. There's very little terracotta at the moment in the shopping district. So let's grab the... So fortunately I just need the red and the white at the moment. So what I'm doing... And I should now have 2 shulkers of each, which should be the majority of what I need. He's still alive, still working. Mine hasn't been too bad today. It was a busy day because when you have bank holiday off, for some reason you always end up having to make up the extra work on the next day. Right, so let's fill this in. There we go. So I now have... Move you over there. That's a fortune pick, so let's move it out of the way before I break the ender chest with the fortune pick. Yeah, 4-day week always ends up feeling longer than the 5. That's true. Because you end up playing catch up. But it's nice to have the long weekend. Let's head back to the portal. And I'm hoping I'm going the right way. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Back to spawn. Right, this way. Actually, I lost a block in the resource nether. a creeper blew up next to my beacon and took out one of the blocks. Hi, Smile RMC. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right. So, I think I've got more stuff. I just need to grab a few stacks of spruce from the shopping district. Oh, I'm ticking along. I can't complain. No, this is spawn. That's our nether hub on the server. Won't be a second. We'll be going to my base in a second. I just need to go to the log exchange and buy some wood. It's my wallet. Spruce. Where's the spruce hiding today? Here we go. Wallet, extra ingots, and we've got those. I'll give you a quick view of my base in a second when we get there. Let's... this way. This is our nether hub on Titancraft. Tango Tech's Patreon server. So let's get rid of that so the numbers aren't annoying everybody. The light level indicator is an awesome little mod. Head back to... okay, so this currently inside my base, so oh, thank you for the follow, I really do appreciate it. So this is my base. This is the interior of the entrance hall. The statue's from Meg Ray. That's not my statue. The rest of it is my design, including the tiny little ones. Well, that's from Meg Ray because I needed a larger one. Hi, Miss Mist. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Okay, so just fly out a little bit. So I'm building a large castle and an island around it. So there's still a couple of towers that I need to do. That tower's still under construction. Yeah, and that's one side of the castle. It is like I say, Tango Tech's Patreon server, so it's the perk for the $10 a month Patreon to him. If you do !Tango, it gives you the details. The cost comes out on the 1st of each month, so if you did want to join, I would recommend leaving it till the 1st of the month because we're almost at the end of this month, if that makes sense. So let's go this way. So this is my courtyard. We're still in the process of building this. That's okay then. Like I say, it's all a case... yeah, $10 per month. So what I've been doing is in here... this is my kitchen when the picture's rendering. So So this is a medieval kitchen. And we've had the entrance hall. And today we're going to start working on the great dining hall. So let's grab the resources. It's fun to stream, and hopefully we can get a chunk of this room sorted today. So the plan is to put the great dining hall in this area, but it's not going to be 2 floors, it's just going to be one of the... Yeah, oh that's great. Half the time I end up changing my mind what I'm going to do part way through. Right, so I want some of you. Do I have any junk blocks? Let's just grab some temp blocks out of... I don't want to use andesite, I don't have a lot of that. What do I have a lot of? We'll use deep slate. Where did I put the fortune pick away? No, I'm going to need the axe, but I won't need the shovel. But I bet I'm going to need... Do I need the stone cutter or not? Probably not. Crafting bench. Grab the crafting bench. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the brazier. I just know I don't like it. So I need to come up with a different design. It's too bulky. So how's your day going, Miss Mist? Right, so I want this to be 6 blocks away. Let's line it up. I want to give myself enough room between the walls. Let's start measuring things out. Pretty good so far. You worked on a nether tunnel for a bit. That's awesome. Working on nether tunnels is hard. So I think somewhere about here. But we'll know for sure in a second. You think you're about done with them? That's good. They really are a bit of a pain. I know I need to finish my nether tunnel. Right. So, it's actually 1 over and 1 out. Okay. I probably should grab some scaffolding, it might be easier. Right. And then I need it to be 6 in from here. Wait a second, so run there. This would be 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the floor needs to be kind of in line with where the ceiling is there, I think. Or maybe a few blocks further down. Right, so that would be there. So theoretically, if we go over here, we have the other tower. So let's mark up where we need to be on this one. Where am I? Am I in line? I think I'm in line there. I think it needs to be this block. We'll soon find out. Need to measure the room out first before we can actually get building. So that one there. Oops, not there. Come back. So I'm one out to the side. Okay. So you need to be there. Then how far back? I think it should be here. Let's just make sure. Right. Okay. And now I need to make sure I am at least 6 blocks away from that one. So that's one. That gives us that. And that gives us that. Okay, so that's the corner for those ones. I'll use this additional space for something. I'm not sure what, but we'll figure it out. Hang on, I've gone ski whiff. You there? Not quite. Not sure that's 100% correct. Not sure what I'll do with that additional space though. Hi, Fantabulous One. You're looking for a new design for a gold farm for XP? Oh, I can't help you on that one, unfortunately. I'm not very good where farms are concerned. Let's hit deny on that one and ban on that one because it's a bot. Now the question is, how far out do I bring it this way? Let's see how much space we've got. I'm going to put the F7 back on for a second because it'll help me count these blocks. So if this is a wall, eight, 40, 41, 42, 43, 50, 55, 56 is there, which is in the middle. So if I do another 56 this way, nine, 30, 31, 32, 40, 50. That'd be about there. And then have that block as the wall. Okay, so if we have that inside the room. Now the question is, let's make sure I'm lined up right. In fact, I'm going to use that block so I know. I should put that inside the room. Okay, so we kind of know how big the room's going to be, which is pretty big because I need to sort out enclosing those roofs so we don't have to put up with the rain. Right. Walls. We'll make it solid for the moment. But we need to put some doorways in. But let's at least try and get the floor right first. If I can get the size of the floor right, then I'll build up the walls, just in case we need to move them a block or two in whatever direction. Hi, Half Giant. Thank you for the Phantom. You know what it's like when you start putting in a floor design. How often do you find you've actually miscalculated? Pretty frequently. I'm also putting it at this height so that we can put the flooring block down. That was the middle. We need to sort out the doorway. How many spaces? 1, 2. I want to give myself enough room. Let's try here. 1, 2, and on the 3. Yeah. One more. Okay, so you were, yeah, because you're a floor block, not a wall block. You there, so, oh, hang on, where's my other ones? Okay, I think I left them down in the storage room. Let's go grab them. Ah. Yeah, here we go. I made a tree farm area and I'm ending up buying a lot of the wood instead of just chopping it down. But it's still a nice tree farm area. Let's get rid of you. So how's your day going, Half Giants? I have a bunch of... I'm going to need a whole bunch of those. I'm going to do a 3x3 floor area. Those. I also need some butts. I need to put edging blocks in first though. Because what I'm thinking is grab some. I'm leaving a couple of blocks for doing the edging. Then I want the spruce. Then alternate the pattern. Because while I had a few minutes at lunchtime, I was trying to think of a design. You're overall good, just putting up more segments of wall today. Oh, that's cool. Right, so I want you. I do need the stone cutter. Using the copper in the stone cutter is better than crafting them. But before I do that, I'm going to check storage. I'm not sure if I have some copper grates in storage or not. I've got an empty shulker. Nope. I'll just put them in here for a second. I'm sticking a torch on top of it so I know which one I used. We will get to building. And copper. Doors. Oh. Nope. I don't. That's fine. I wasn't sure if I had any or not. Figured it was better to double check before I actually started unless there's some over here. Don't think there will be. Oh, I have some more dark oak here as well. Let's pop that there. Have we got scaffolding? That might come in handy. Oh, we've got more white terracotta as well. We'll grab that. Oh, I have a shulker of spruce as well. See, that's the problem with having a shulker monster. I'm never sure what I've got where. Because we just went to the resource nether to dig up white terracotta. Okay, copper blocks. Waxed copper grates. Oh, copper grates. Where is my shulker of... Here we go. I knew I had some. So I need to think about lighting as well. So what I was thinking at lunch was if I do copper grates, then cut copper, and then 3x3 sections. But I'm going to work on one edge first. This way, and then one edge the other way. Make sure things match up. In case I need to push the wall back a little bit that way. I need to move that wall down a block as well. That's not where I want you. I was going to try and skimp the corners, but I'm going to need to fill it in. Right, so now I need some cut copper. Because I'm thinking red, copper, spruce, dark oak and oak. And white terracotta. With jungle accent. But we'll see if it works or not. Right. So waxed. There's no way to know until we place the blocks. That would go around that way, if that's where we turn the corner. Let's go grab the blocks I put away. Oak, dark oak, spruce. Next three. You. We don't need them that close anyway, the torches, because of the light blocks. We'll strip these off in a second. And yep, back to dark oak. Where's my axe? There's my axe. Okay, that does that. That fits. Hi Cheeseburger, welcome to the stream. Let's strip these off. So we've got the right width. Now let's hope the length goes okay. Not sure if it will. What I really should do is check the other length as well. How much space do I have between this entry hole? How many blocks? There's 10. Okay, that's fine. We're okay. I can bring that pattern down and in and round. How's your day going, Cheeseburger? Hopefully you're having a good one. Not sure how far. I don't want it to come right up to the wall. Because I need to put some depth in the doorway. One, two. I'm going to leave it there. Though we may end up altering it a little bit. Am I in the right place? I'm in the right place. That'll put that there where it comes round the corner here. Okay. Oops. Come back. Okay. I'll worry about that bit afterwards. I wonder if I should have started the pattern at that entranceway rather than at the far end. Probably. But technically I only need to bring it halfway to know, because 1, 2, 3. No, ignore 1, 2, 3. That should, and that's in the middle. So we'll find out shortly. The extra bit in the nook, I'm not going to worry too much about. That's going to be what it's going to be. Come back. Forever putting blocks in the wrong place. Right, let's try the 3s this way and see what happens. That's the jungle, that's the oak. May have nowhere near enough oak. We may have to go get some. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not right. That's not going to work. I'm one block out. Hang on. I may be telling lies. Nope, I am definitely one block out. Because that's the middle of the doorway. So I may need... will I need to... If I move that though, will I need to move this one as well? Okay. I'm going to work it from the middle out, which I should have done in the first place. We know the width is okay. It's just the length. So let's take these out. So if I go 1, 2, 3 that side, that should line up with that. Okay. Are you? Yeah. So that's 3. Okay, so we're fine on this side. Because that would go around here and that would go here. As long as I've done sets of 3. Let's just make sure. So it may just be that wall I need to move a little bit. We'll soon find out. Yeah, I need to move this wall one. At least we find out now. Before we got too far with the build. Otherwise... In fact, seeing as I know I need to do the bottom block, let's do it at the bottom block first. I'm going to need to move the lighting blocks and the copper blocks as well. Which is a bit of a pain because we're going to have to go rescue them. Because they're probably going to fall down into the water. We almost had the right size. Almost. Guaranteed it was never going to be right on the first try. But we'll rescue the copper first, because I don't want to risk losing any of that at all. Okay, so I wish they just popped in back into your inventory easier. Instead of popping here, there and everywhere. Either that or we need to be able to craft something like a magnet ring or whatever. Okay. Whee. Right, so rescue these lot. Is that all of them? Not seeing any others. Now, can I take off, or am I going to have to find somewhere to take off from? I'm going to have to find somewhere to take off from. Okay, where's the nearest place from here? Over there. Hello, fishies. I finally put a bit of lava on the sugarcane farm. That way when it misses its thing and starts piling up, it doesn't leave entities around. Right, so let's fill this gap in, and then, because it's handy to have something to place against. You. I was looking today at how much holiday time I have left for this year. So it's a case of trying to figure out when I want to take my... Yeah, the island is definitely coming along now, Miss. We've got about a third of it. I know it's just stone at the moment, but a third of it is in. Which is good. There's still a lot of detail to do to it. But at least progress is being made. Right, So you're fine. Now we need to take all this lot out. I should have just done the rows of 3. Hang on. I don't need to take all of it out. Just these 2 rows. No, I'm wrong. I'll need to alter those ones, but we'll sort it out. I'm miscounting in my head. Okay, so great. Excuse you. Okay, let's move you. Right, so 1, 2, 3. I do like the middle mouse click. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay. So well, that's not where the 3rd one goes. Definitely got the misclicks. Okay, let's switch to you. I should have the final 2. Okay. Grip these. Okay. Server restart again. Which is good. At least when the server restarts, I try to remember to top up my glass. And at least try and drink something. Let's do press shoot. So yeah, it's a case of okay, when to take my holiday time. I was talking about that earlier. I've got 13 days left, not including bank holidays. So it's a case of okay, I'm going to take a 2-week break at some point. It's a matter of figuring out when. I don't want to take it during the kids' summer holidays because it's a case of okay. If I do end up going away, then it's more expensive during the kids' holidays. Plus, kids are fantastic, but if I'm going to be going somewhere, it's a case of relax rather than be surrounded with youngsters. Exactly. Small doses. They're fantastic. The vast majority of kids are fantastic, and they're only having fun, and they don't do anything that they pretty much don't do anything we didn't do when we were kids. Right, so right, put you then, take you out. Right, so that fills those in. Okay, so we know that's going to fit this way and that way. I just don't know how it's going to fit round this bottom edge as we go around the corner. So let's take a look at that. Right. Okay, I need at least one more of those. I can't really afford to push it back much though, if this is out. Let's... Right, so 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's... I need to push this back over one this way. And we'll just bring it in line with that, so that's fine. Gonna get rid of that a second so I can spleef myself. Okay. Not quite. I made it through the second time. I did it again. Soon as I realised as soon as I took the block out, I realised exactly where I was. Oh. I was trying to hang over the edge so that I had a chance of catching the blocks. And this time I'm going to have to go down just so I can recover it. Oh. I'm getting better at flying. I still can't take off in the water 90% of the time. I don't know how people do that automatically. So if I put that to there, it makes this a little bit shorter, but I guess I can't really argue about the one block. Right, so then it would be 3 of you, which will then become 3 of you. 2, 3. Okay. So if it turned the corner there, in fact, I'm 1 block too close that way, so I need to bring that in a bit. Yay, I caught it. Doesn't mean to say I'm going to catch these 3 though. I got them. Well, miracles never cease. I was just looking at the angle, and the angle seemed a lot bigger than it was. I was thinking there was more blocks there to the wall. Right. Go grab more of those. Apologies, it's long-winded, but if I don't do the prep work of the shape of the floor, it's going to cause problems. It's going to drive me nuts. No, wrong block. Because I'd end up with a 2 square bit instead of the 3. Now, I need to make sure how it's going to work this way, because this thing's going to have to go backwards as well. I'm assuming. So this is the line. Hang on, that can't be right. So the wall is here. Which looks like it's in line here. Okay. Oh, hello. I've got a spawnable block somewhere. Okay. Like I say, there's plenty of space. So I've got to figure out what we're going to fill in here and on the other side there. We'll just have to do some small rooms of some kind. Meeting rooms, maybe small private dining area when you're not having a big banquet kind of thing. Right. Thank you for the creeper. Let's... Oops, wrong place. And... Right. So we know this is going to be a U, a U and a U. No. U and a U. So that would be there. That would be there. I don't know what kind of 3 blocks it's going to be, but 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? That's not right. That can't be right. Yes, it can, because I need to alter that. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Did I or didn't I? This should match up at the end. It's right. So then gives this 1, 2, 3. Why are you? I want you to go in a different direction. So you all to face the same way. So 1, 2, 3. We had the corner, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We had the corner. Means you should really be there. Can't be right. How can that be right? Because this matched up perfect on this side. You definitely do like to keep me on my toes. Because this matches up perfectly here. Okay, so we're in line with this torch. In line with this torch. Doesn't make sense. How am I off? Wrong one. Pop you down. One, two, three. Go grab some more blocks. And some more rockets as well. There we go. Put you away, grab you. And I want some more dark oak. Do I have any dark oak that's already converted? I don't. I did that with spruce. It switched the colour on me. I do dislike the fact that it does that. That when you're in your inventory and you're doing the blocks, it changes from one thing to another. I'm assuming that's what happened. Unless it's me being a complete and utter numpty. So where are the spruce ones? There's the spruce ones. I need to move the spruce somewhere else. Yeah. It's a little annoying that it does that. You think you've got the right, you click on the right one and you just miss it by a second. Right. So, this is where the issue is. Okay, I need to move this back one. Which makes sense because that's what I had to do on that side, isn't it? Because it should be you. Two. And then it should turn the corner. Right. And you turn the corner there. Then give me this to go around here. And then 1, 2, 3. Yep, and you come down here and you should match up. That's good. We've got the line. So we know what's going to fit in. I'm not going to do the entire area in the 3x3s. Just edge it. I need some more of those, so let's grab them before we head down that way. And over here. Then we'll drop that line down as well, so we know exactly where we are. Apologies, it's taken a lot longer to lay out the floor than I anticipated. But isn't that always the case? Right, so we need some more copper grates. Let's going to take these out so we can put them on the floor. I know I'm going to have to replace them when I build up the walls, but we will get there. And I'm not making very tiny rooms inside the castle. Otherwise it would take forever, considering the size of the build, if I did a whole bunch of tiny rooms. Right, so I'm going to take half of these as grates and half of these as cut, and hopefully that should be enough to finish edging. Well, that's my thought anyway. Okay. Run back this way. At least having the lights on the edge will throw in a chunk of blocks that I don't have to worry about the light level with. It's not too bad, 30 of them. I don't know why, but I always end up using expensive blocks, and I may be using a lot more copper in the build than I really should. Okay. So you would be that, and then you would be that. At least I know what's going there. Right, so two would be too few. Maybe a three? So if I do three, okay, and then what do I want to do? Yeah, I know what I want. I was thinking, should I? Okay, so then we'd go U, a U, and a U around the edging. Not at that height, but the grate level. Okay. Get the dark oak. Okay. Then that'd be copper with a lighting block in the middle. Yeah, because they are the more interesting colours, aren't they? This build is a good 3-year build under normal conditions. Yeah. It's a good chunk of time. But I'm hoping we get a full year. That should go there. I'm doing the 3 from here rather than the 3 from in these corners. It may give a bit of extra depth here, but I figure we can maybe use that area for... But yeah, the expensive ones are always the ones with the nicer textures. Kind of weird that you're doing that when... One, two. Three. Okay. Which gives me that, that, and then the lighting one. Okay. And then I'm thinking in the middle bit to do spruce planks rather than spruce blocks. Fortunately, I found the extra spruce, so what I wasted isn't actually wasted, because I'm going to put back spruce in all these. Even if it does make them look like fancy chocolates. Then let's I'll put the edge where we need it to be. So I've kind of got the layout of it. It's just so that it doesn't overpower it with the dark oak, because I'm thinking the beams in the room are probably going to end up being dark oak, because I do like the stripped dark oak better than the stripped spruce. The stripped spruce looks great in the right location. I just don't think this will be the right location for it. Okay, let's... Okay, so that matched up fine. Right, so... Lots more of the frog lights. Let's hope I don't walk on one of these blocks and spleef myself again. Okay. It won't get us right to the centre of the build. But I'm hoping to get the centre of the build with maybe some lighting in the furniture. Hopefully. But we'll figure it out as we go. See, my pick's almost out. I should probably go down and grab the stone blocks, but I really can't be bothered at the moment. We'll save the ones we can. They're going to come up with a bunch of seat designs and a long table, or maybe a U-shaped kind of table. So you're that. Let's go do this last edge. Okay, so we need a whole bunch of grates and a whole bunch of chiselled copper. Let's empty my inventory a little bit. Haven't used those yet. Okay. Stack of you. A stack of you. We're going to need a lot more, but we'll start with this. It's always funny when the castle in the background disappears. I do have the Bobby mod installed that would render it all. I just don't like to have it up high all the time. Okay, so come back. And you know, I won't know whether I'll like this thing until it's in and I fly up to a bit of a height and double check it. And I really hope I like it in the end, otherwise it's going to be a lot to tear out. How many of those did I have? Only 41. Okay. Get rid of you because you're no longer needed. Right, so how many of those have I got left? A stack and 32. But I've got another go around to do. Yep, not a good idea to go end busting while lagging. So that should give us 2 more stacks. We may need to make just a few more, but we'll see. I can get rid of the torches in between here as well. Poor Yeet. Did he die? Can't say I can see a death. So I hope he didn't. Because dying in the end isn't fun. If it's an end city or on an island, it's not too bad. At least you can get back to it. But if it goes into the void, then you've lost everything. I must admit, that's the one death that I really don't like to see. Is dying in the void. If you die, I don't like dying in lava, but at least if you've got netherite stuff, you've got a chance of getting something back. Whereas if you die in the end into the void, there's no chance at all. And that's what I don't like about that. Right, so we're going to need a few more. So let's try just making one stack. I won't need the full stack, probably half a stackish, maybe a third. Okay, so that gives us those. Let's put these away. I don't need the deep slate. And I'm going to put this wall now down to the right level. Okay, so you don't need to be there because we've got the light blocks there. Right. Just this last stretch. Oh, actually I do need a few more of those. Just for this edge here. I missed those. And I also missed the ones in here. Okay. I guess I was too busy on trying to make sure the edging worked out. Okay, so let's go grab those blocks back. Not sure there's going to be enough, but we'll get as far as we can with them before we make more. So how many are we short? 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so a stack of 16 would do. And thank you, Fantabulous One. That definitely made me jump out of my seat again. Right. So a stack of 16 gives me a full stack. So I just need 4. Oh yes, you have to scare me at least once. There we go. That takes care of that. Let's grab these. May as well put them in. Right. I'm just going to put the light level on for a minute while I remove some of the torches. So I at least know the areas that aren't spawnable. For the moment. So there has to be an area somewhere that is, because we had that zombie earlier. It's fun to troll me. That's cool. Right, so let's get you, and how about in here? Yes. Okay, so that lot could go. Now, how many of these can actually go? I'm going to go around the edges. I know it's a bit tedious. I just want to know how much lighting I'm going to need to figure out. These are 2s, so I get rid of you. Yeah. Let's eat something. That's okay there. If that one isn't okay, I'm going to take that one away as well. How many is that covering? Covering most of them, but not all of them. How about, I'm going to move it over one. That took care of those. Not quite. That took care of those. Okay, so this needs to be here somewhere. That one can't disappear. And this one needs to be here as well. Okay. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not too bad. We're down to 6 torches. And I'll use those torches for lighting up the island while I am still building the understructure. Right, so let's get rid of... Well, apparently a spider can spawn up there somewhere. But it can't survive the drop. Okay. Don't need you. Don't need you. I don't need you at the moment, but I will need you afterwards. Right, so... No, not the spruce. Now I'll gather them back up. It's very expensive, are these things. Okay, where's the spruce? Go away, spruce. Right. And then you're not the right way. I want you to all head in the same direction. Don't know why it changes. But it does. I must be twisting the mouse just slightly. The only thing I can think of. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And there should be one more here. Right. Let's switch to the dark now. Yeah, I'm still doing that. I just want them all to face the same direction. Maybe it's because I'm catching the edge of the block instead of the floor. And that's causing it to point. Probably what I'm doing. Apologies, we don't seem to have made a great deal of progress. I'd hoped to be a bit further on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You agree it's good to troll? There we go. When I'm in the chest room, yeah. You'd think I would know the chest room is really safe. All things considered. But I still jump every single time. Maybe it's because it's where all this stuff is. And you definitely don't want to lose a chest to an explosion. Or a bunch of chests. Okay. Just the two. Can you just go on the floor, please? I do try to make sure I don't have spawnable blocks, but you're guaranteed to miss something. No matter how hard you try. Right. Hopefully if we take a look at this one edge in a second, we'll know for sure if it looks okay or not. But then again, it may not look... It depends how the room is too. Yeah. It's amazing how much more sound and good quality sound is in the game now. What I do need to do when I get the forest in, I want to put some of... We have some wolf heads. I need to see what sound those wolf heads makes and maybe use some of them in the forest. You're not right. Oh, if you would like to, then yes. But if you don't have the time or the inclination, then don't worry about it. But yeah, the whole front area, kind of from round there to here, is going to be forest on the island itself. Right, let's have a quick look. Where can I... What's the light level up here? Oh, okay, so I've got a spawnable bollock up here. I just realised I didn't have a torch on here. Okay. I think I need to see it from a slightly different angle. It's not too bad. I'm just not 100% sold yet. Yeah. I think the thing is because it's not all in, I'm not sure. Plus, I need to get rid of you. If I get rid of the numbers, that might help a little bit. But then whenever am I at 100% sold? But I think we'll live with it. I'll put it in, put in the rest of the floor and make progress on the room. But we've hit the 2 hour mark. let's see who's streaming, who I can send you amazing people to. Opening new tab. Hypnotized is streaming. Let me grab Hypno's copy even. And thank you for stopping by. As always, you make it so much fun. You really do. Okay. But I'll see all of you Friday for those who can make it. If not, whenever next you can. And I really do appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much. Have a great week. Bye now.